You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African-American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.
It's time to knock some things off your bucket list. First up, travel the world. If you've always wanted to visit Hong Kong or vacation in the Swiss Alps and wondered what it was like, well, Jeanette, Evette, and Tina got the scoop for you. These jet-setting divas are always at some fun and exotic place experiencing the best of what life has to offer. And each week, they'll tell you all about it. These ladies are always high-flying loads of fun.
Hey, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Evette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas. Hey, ladies, what's going on in the world of travel?
Bless
It's
you.
cold outside. I know, that's right. Look,
It's cold, it's windy, and they have all this dust flying everywhere.
oh yeah, pollen is real. I don't even have allergies, and I've been like blowing pollen off the porch for days now.
Yes.
30 in Texas. Can y'all even believe that?
I don't know. I've been cold all week long. Yes. And then it's supposed to be 95 this weekend.
And
It's
yes,
crazy.
on Saturday, it's going to be in the 90s.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And then we wonder why people sneezing cold and got, sick around here.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. It's like as soon as we started wearing shorts and sandals, we had to break out the coat again.
It was crazy. Saturday. No, not Saturday. Sunday. I went out and it was all warm and nice. And I had put on my short set and my sandals. And then when it got to be by 5, 6 o'clock, it was freezing.
Literally, like you needed a winter coat, boots, a hat, gloves. I was like, it's like that wind was so strong though. It was it was just blowing. You could tell though it was just blowing in cold, blowing in. Yeah, crazy. It was. I think
that's that Texas weather for you.
I mean, we experienced it last weekend while we were at the rodeo. I mean, it was fun, but it was raining. We troopers. I'm telling you, because back in the day, all that rain when I used to have my cute hairstyle with those, those little neat curls. There's no way I would have been out there in that rain with y'all.
Well, we was at the Zydeco Festival. At the rodeo, it didn't rain. It was warm. Yeah. And it didn't rain for the Black Heritage Day. So we did attend Black Heritage at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo where Lizzo performed. And it didn't rain that day, but it was nice and warm. The weather was beautiful.
Nice.
Yes. But the next day, that was a different story.
I mean, and you know what? We put in our complaints. We didn't say it we didn't put in the emails, but it was really kind of one of they park it, and they got to plan better the next time. The way they had parking, they ran out of parking. They turned people away. How you turn?
You're talking about at the Zydeco Festival.
I would never go back to the Zydeco.
Yeah, the Zydeco Festival, not the Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Parking was terrible at the Zydeco Festival.
It's a different event, not the Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Yes.
Yeah, at the Zydeco Festival, they need to do a better job because it was raining. Yes, I understand. The other event was canceled, which was fine. The Crawfish Festival. But if they were going to have this event, they should have did better job with the parking, and they should have did a better job with, just making sure they scanned people's tickets because they didn't do that as well.
Well, they did try to make up for it, and they did a redo.
Yes.
This past Saturday.
Okay.
And then, because I saw the email, they said you can either just bring your ticket and come back this past Saturday, or they having another one July the 25th.
Okay.
Go to that one.
I did send an email and tell them that we couldn't come on Saturday if we could come in July, but I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I did that, and I was also wondering, like, even for that crawfish festival, they're having one here in Dallas. I was wondering.
Actually, it's Sunday.
Yeah, I was wondering what our tickets, but you know,
they didn't give us a refund.
They haven't given us a refund. I haven't even heard from them. But
maybe we can use it here on Sunday.
It's the same company, the same people, and they having it on this Sunday.
Yeah, but we live in this world where you can never talk to a live person.
Right.
You got to go through an email, and you got to wait for a response. And you can send hundreds of emails, but it's probably just sitting in there with all the rest of it.
Yeah. Are you going to get somebody on the phone, and they're going to be in another country, and you can't understand them?
I mean, you know, it used to be customer service was key.
No customer service nowadays.
Nope.
That's not it. But the rodeo was fun. I feel like we went to the rodeo, got there on Friday. You know, that was the big Black Heritage Day. We were able to go out and enjoy some really good crawfish cafe and Pearland 518 and Broadway. And that food was really, really good. Nice vibe, nice place. What did y'all think?
We had our charbroiled oysters. They were pretty good.
The charbroiled oysters were really good. That was a highlight of the crawfish.
Yeah, we didn't make it to Miss Tina's gumbo at the rodeo.
No, we did make it to the Hennessy.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
we made it there, and that was really fun.
Henny shots of some type of drink, and it was pretty good.
Strawberry Hennessy.
It was Hennessy and what? Do you remember what it was?
Strawberry Hennessy. Strawberry Hennessy.
Yeah, strawberry Hennessy.
But what I'll say is, though we didn't make it to Tina's Gumbo Cafe, if you go to Shaletta, you're gonna be able to see Shaletta was able to go.
And she enjoyed it, loved it.
Yeah, so she got to meet Tina and give her a book, and also she was able to, you know, take some pictures. So if you go to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com and go to Shaletta's letter, you'll be able to see, you know, the footage and her comment. The gumbo, because you know, I think the big thing was everyone was saying don't take 16 hours, gumbo don't all. And Shaletta is convinced that the gumbo was very, very hearty with lots of seafood.
Yeah, I've seen some pros and cons. I've seen some people say it's good. It's full of shrimp, sausage, crab, and they shared pictures of it, and it was
right.
Yeah.
Like,
those pictures were beautiful and tasty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we did enjoy the hideout, but I wish we had gone over to that Bumby area where they were dancing, line dancing.
Thrill Town.
We gonna do that. I mean, we still got a couple more days left on our pass. We might be able to get back out there, right?
Yeah, I think Sunday is the last day.
Oh, Sunday is the last day.
This coming Sunday, I believe so. Yeah.
Reason to go to Houston again this week and actually just go and experience. I think that's my next goal is I want to experience the rodeo experience and not, you know, be, you know, tied up in one particular place at one time.
Right. Because we kind of really, and we did this happen, that NRG, man. It is like
that's what happened. It beat us down because we went to we were trying to get to a certain area, which was for
the media
room, and it just wore us down. We had to walk probably for about
the way we're gonna get to it is so hard.
Yeah, but I think we made the best out of it. We didn't experience the full effect, but we got our taste, and I think
we had a good time.
We had a good time. I think we had a nice full weekend. It was Yvette's birthday.
Yes.
It was
celebrated Yvette. We celebrated Yvette's birthday. We got our champagne at the Zydeco Festival, and then we were able to enjoy Fuya Cafe on Sunday. We enjoyed some Asian food. We had what did we say that you had, Yvette? I know I had fried rice, Asian fried rice, combination fried rice,
like some chicken and some steak. I forgot what it was, and it was like in a pot, and it was on fire. It was such a great presentation.
Like a Saskatchewan dry.
And you put it, and then they gave you rice, and then you know you served it, to yourself. You put it over a bed of rice So
we're gonna put that up on our social media. So this is Fouillette Cafe in what town is that?
And we were in Missouri City, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Highway 6 in
Yeah.
the Siena area. Yes.
Right.
It stayed packed the whole time.
I mean, it stayed packed the whole time for a Sunday morning. It was really like a Sunday early morning or early afternoon. I mean, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, we actually was supposed to go back to the rodeo and do the R&B brunch, but it was raining. So we couldn't. Yeah, so they have a brunch every Sunday at the rodeo, and it's a different theme because I think it was Latino this past Sunday.
Okay.
And the weekend we was there, it was R&B.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I know we didn't go, Shabuzi was there, and I heard it was
wow. I like Shabuzi.
Shabuzi was there, and you know, if you see Shabuzi was also on the Oscars here recently, so Shabuzi been getting out there, and
he is everywhere.
I want to see Shabuzi the next time. So,
and they had some dress code issues.
Yes, let's talk about that because I know that I sent some pictures, but I kind of feel like this was a rare instance. This is because Lizzo promotes body positivity.
She does.
Girls are gonna come out and they gonna show the big butts and the big everything and all the stuff. And I think because it was Lizzo that people feel empowered to wear some things that was definitely not appropriate for a rodeo around family, you know, a family environment.
Trans kids.
With kids.
Yeah.
So I think about this next year and they bring in an artist. So say they bring in Megan Thee Stallion. She's going to bring in a different kind of crowd that do things a lot differently. So it does depend on who the artist is. If they bring a Mary J. Blige, you get an older crowd. So I think that it was definitely reflective of the artists of the night.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Probably.
They also had, and I sent you our videos. They also had fights. This weekend, because of spring break, they had to shut things down Saturday because there were a lot of fighting there. So I think things just kind of got wild this past weekend.
Yeah, but
not only with the attire, but with just the behavior.
But when you drink alcohol, when you mix alcohol and people from different areas, town, I'll just say, you don't know what kind of mixture. So we always talk about keeping our head on the swivel because
absolutely
that people are tense and they are different these days.
Yeah.
So,
and I saw a lot of people were saying, everybody don't come to Houston, don't come for a spring break.
Because there was a lot of visitors. A lot of
they saying it's too many people in Houston, don't come.
Yeah, it was a lot of visitors.
Yeah, a lot of it. I mean, you saw the big parties. They had the Detroit party and the Chicago party and the St. Louis party and the Atlanta. Everybody was coming out to Houston to have their big party to bring out the people from their city. And it's great. But you know what? When it's a big crowd, you just got to be careful. Be careful.
And I even saw they were saying to get into some clubs, there was $600 to get into a club. If you bought a table, then they were saying you may have to pay $1,000 to even get to your table. It was just they were saying last weekend was really crazy.
Well, they was making money. They was making money.
I mean, even when you talk to people that have businesses there, they said this was the biggest and of things outside of the rodeo that people can do. Before, like my sister, they went to K&P and they had a live Zydeco band the same as Black Heritage Night. So they're a lot of the clubs, the restaurants, they're doing their own thing because they know they got people there and everybody can't get in.
Yeah. Y'all remember that night we rode over to like the Midtown Montrose Museum area and it was people everywhere. It was so crowded over there. People was just walking the streets, going to little restaurants and lounges and stuff like that. It was very packed.
Yeah, that's why I love Houston. You see, they had so many late night spots just open. You can eateries and places to drink. They still, one thing, they don't have alcohol on Sunday, but they also closed down everything at 2 a.m. But they opened it all back up at 4. So, so hey, so
we found us a chicken spot that night. Remember, we
did. Really tasty.
wanted to eat a little something, and we found us a little spot that was open and ordered us some wings.
Yeah. Hey, it all kind of worked out for us. I was, excited, but I do feel like, because of all of the wardrobe issues, they issued a full-on dress code of conduct, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and it's out there on our page for sure. But people have to really just use some common sense when you're going out and you're actually going to these events where they have kids and kids are looking and parents are trying to have family friendly environments, and they just can't have all that nonsense. But then we older, so you never know. Maybe it's just maybe it's us. I don't know, but that's crazy though. But this was a great weekend, and y'all know today is St. Patty's Day, and I know
it is. And I don't have on my green. I'm sorry.
I don't have on mine either.
Over the weekend.
Yes.
I had on green over the weekend too, but I didn't wear green today. I saw some things about St. Patrick that I wasn't happy about, and I didn't wear green today. But I've got my wine, and
hey, that's
and I'm trying to detox. I got my water because I had a wild, crazy weekend. I saw Don Diego I went over to Rockin' S Bar and Grill.
Okay.
He was there. And then his next show was at Hillside Social. Then I went over there and saw him again.
Oh, wow, you followed him around town. Wow. And you were out Saturday, and you are a woman about town.
Yeah, I was out today. When y'all were texting earlier today, I was asleep. And I don't take naps.
Hey, you know what? You got dressed up for the weekend because we got to.
Yes. Yeah.
So I mean, hey, we get out, we get outside when we need to.
Yes, we do.
Well, ladies, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
Tune in next Thursday when the Jet Setting Divas will tell you about another fun destination spot that you'll want to visit. For more on their excursions, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
Want to own a home, especially your first? Well then, welcome home to the Old National Bank Down Payment Assistance Program. We're here to help you from start to finish and make getting a mortgage a little easier. Plus, you may be eligible for up to $15,000 to use toward your down payment. How's that for a little easier? Everyone deserves a place to call home and a bank to help get them there. Connect with an Old National mortgage lender to learn more. Old National Bank. Get old in your new home.
When she walked in on her first day at Doherty Family College at the University of St. Thomas, she didn't know a soul.
I'm Zion, and I'm a second year at DFC.
A year later, and so many changes for Zion.
I love my friends here. I couldn't do anything without them. We support each other all the time.
At Doherty Family College, Zion also finds support on the academic side. Like all DFC students, Zion can count on a team committed to her success. Doherty Family College is Minnesota's affordable private college option. DFC students earn their associate's degree and then can transition to a 4-year college or university for their bachelor's. Many are students of color or first in their family to go to college.
It's nice to see people that look like you pursuing an education, wanting to succeed academically.
Zion encourages any high school student looking for a college home to do what she did and apply to Doherty Family College.
All the support you can need is here.
Ready to make your move and experience Doherty Family College for yourself? Then schedule your visit to the Minneapolis campus at dfc.stthomas.edu/visit.